Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He's got it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So Kansas State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Here's the pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. The throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it down the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Sooners looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll run it out of the shotgun. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not...
And that ball's free behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock him free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line to pick up a 1.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage, Jesse.
Need 5 points of pressure moving.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Find some fresh air. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here's the offense on the 3rd play of this drive, getting the first down and doing it running the football.
There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. They're going to run it. Breaks the tackle.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Motion from the wideout. They want to run this quarterback. Creates a little room. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Back to pass. And he just flat and dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, you make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pressure coming. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the try is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Murphy. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wheeler. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Robinson. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. The offense changing the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads it downfield. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
It's a scoreless game, but it feels like after that completion, that may finally break. It's been tough sledding for both of these offenses. That time, they had the matchup.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The old Larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomer Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football, the individual chance. And when you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in a game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer!
Sooner!
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Big part of the offensive game plan is yards after the catch, but none available there.
I like the idea on offense of trying to spit the ball outside quickly and see if your guy can make something happen in space, but give the defense credit. They rallied to the ball, got him on the ground.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Sooners will hustle to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The ball squirted out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Wildcats look to keep this drive humming. The give to the tailback. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they're after him. The throw. Got his man. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Kansas State will have to punt it away. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sategna. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A-pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
And the Sooners want to move quickly. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Sooners send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
On the run, it's Braswell. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. He'll go to the sneak.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you and keep this drive going.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
He fires a bullet to the right. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Sooners will punt this one away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Quick release on the RPO. Turning it on. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Hauls it in. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to swing it on second down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He wants to change this route. To throw, it's Murphy. Got his man down the middle. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Looking downfield on first down. Got it on the outside. It's Kearney.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Shows him the stiff arm. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Snares it outside. It's Sategna. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
Great timing there on that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab near the marker. It's Sategna. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And it's caught! Touchdown, Sooners!
I gotta tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're adding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football problem out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Immediately fires to the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying play action. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Robinson. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught. And he's dragged down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Corrals it at the 45. There he goes. Open it up. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down. But when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Great place to start for this offense. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They go to the wide receiver screen, and this one will be stopped for no gain. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the counter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think...
Oh, he found a space. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the stomping has commenced. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. RPO complete to open the drive. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end.
Well, we see another catch by this guy, and this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Braswell. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's got him. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Finds his man. It's Brown. He'll work his way down to the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. On the move, it's Braswell. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Number 86.
I know as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on, and it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog up to this point. No points until finally breaking through here in the 4th quarter. And they're going to go back and watch the film, and they're going to see what worked on this drive and maybe try to build on that the next time out.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They torch this defense with an explosive pass. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Quick pass on the fly motion. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Unloads to the wideout. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell the DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens, and they get out of sync, and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need...
Oh, he's got some space. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Here comes the option. The pitch. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some pop.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Just about had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The head coach told us he was going to be aggressive. He has a lot of confidence in his running game, and he showed it there on that 4th and 2.
And I like that mentality. That's the mentality I'm going to develop with my team. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to go get things. Short yardage situations, we're going to practice them. We're going to be successful, but we're going to go.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Murphy. It's complete on the right side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. It's Gibson. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. They trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Sooners have their offense in high gear. Got a man. It's Gibson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
Looking for a man, it's Murphy. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He'll throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive and you got to make tackles.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Looking for room. It's Braswell. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6. Kansas State pushing the pace.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Gets it out quickly. On the sweet spin, and he's free. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. The give to the back. Spins away from the defense. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Wildcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll run it from the gun. Runs through a tackle. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Fires to the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They get the completion, and that's one thing, Jesse. If you're going to get this guy on the ground, you better come in to make the tackle like you mean it.
Man, that was a heat-seeking missile coming in there. He knew he had a lot of work ahead of him with that big fella making the catch. Nice tackle.
And interesting, on 3rd and short, man, a lot of times defenses get really, really aggressive, so they try to slip in the screen, but they played it nicely, got pressure on the QB, got in there so fast, kind of disrupted the timing, and won that 3rd down.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.